YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you with another J Talks Crypto. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Do my best each and every day to get you guys the topics in cryptocurrency. And guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Welcome to the live stream. We're getting started. Give me just 1 minute to get started. We're going to start talking about a lot of these coins you guys are paying attention to this morning. Let's see. All right. Start getting some of this stuff up. All right. We're gonna get started in just a minute. I'm just giving you guys a little bit of time again to start piling on in here. Haven't shared the link yet. Haven't really told anybody that we're online yet. So we're just giving this a minute. Right now, Bitcoin's seeing a major pump this morning, right? Talked about it yesterday. We might see this pump. But the question is this legit price action? Right? We know that Thursdays usually we'll see this price start moving. Of course, Thursday is when the price is moving, right? Bitcoin coming in at 109.4 today. Starting to cook, right? Interesting. We're going to share this over on Twitter and we're going to get into it. Justin, what's up, brother? We're going to talk about some Toshi. We're going to talk about some Bitcoin. We're going to talk about it all this morning. Just getting this link shared over on X so that we can get started with the live stream. You guys can let me know where you're from, like the stream. It all helps. Let's see. We are. Boom. There you go. Over there, we can start jumping into the thing. And I see 110 again. That's going to be huge. That could be an indicator that, again, we're going to see some upside. We don't usually see breakouts happen on a Thursday, but here we are back at 109.4. Look at this volatility. This is insane. But it still seems like Bitcoin, again, still making a bull flag, can still break a day. I would say Thursdays the market pumps, market doesn't usually pump. That's usually a fake out. And so I was thinking maybe we found some kind of bear trap down here. Even I was thinking that the market was possibly going to have a chance of seeing some more sell-off, but market decides it wants to pump. And here we are again at 109. Totally crazy. Totally crazy. We're going to see some new highs on Bitcoin coming soon. I thought we were going to see it this morning. I thought that by the time I went live that we would be already breaking out, but now here we are again, looking funky, man. But I'm not too concerned. Somebody said all signs point to a major explosion coming. This guy said 6 minutes ago, BTC has been flat today, but historically, this kind of chop has been a setup for some of the greatest rotations. Anyone else loading up? I agree. I agree with this. This is actually what I've been saying. These times where Bitcoin just seems kind of flat, sometimes when it's on a dip. And it just seems like if you look at our all-time logarithmic, this is what I'm talking about when I say when Bitcoin is looking flat, right? If you look at our all-time logarithmic, we haven't had a blow off top. So every time Bitcoin's dropping lower into these cheaper zones, I'm just looking at them as opportunities to accumulate. I'm not looking at this as like time to get out the market, and that's what I've been telling you guys. Bitcoin is now coming in at 120 or something like that this month, later on this month. I'd be interested to see if that's going to be a possibility. Again, a lot of people start side section here on CoinMarketCap. You guys could see this guy saying a minute ago, BTC to the moon. Somebody says BTC all-time high coming. So I mean, this is a definite shift in the sentiment of the market, which is, again, a good indicator that maybe we are going to see some possible upside. Some people still not feeling so good about it. This guy's actually thinking that the market's going to take a dip, actually, according to this. He's thinking that the market's going to take a dip. Somebody said 11 minutes ago, BTC new all-time high in Turkey. Interesting. Living in Turkey, I guess BTC is at all-time high. But some people is going to go down. Somebody said there's room to grow, but also there's room to shrink. If we assume a 20% range, that means Bitcoin can rise to 130,000 or drop down as low as 88K. That's not crazy because I was saying like probably like 120 to, and then I would say on the low end like 95, I would think. But again, we're sitting here at 109. I'm not saying that the market looks like it's going to break down. It doesn't really look like it's going to break down right now, to be honest with you. I said that yesterday too, but I still feel that way. Even though, again, we're seeing this type of chop happen and it's happening early on a Thursday, I just think that today is going to be a volatile day. But I do think that we'll possibly see some more upside for today. Hopefully. I mean, if we break out of that 110 range, that's the thing. Like, if we could break out of 110, we're going to see some upside. Like, it's going to be nice. The market is going to be looking really. Bitcoin now looking like it's created some kind of a wedge to see another retest of some lows, or is it time to cook, right? You guys can see we had a little bit of a rising wedge forming here at 110. This is something we got to be a little bit careful with. You see last time we had a rising wedge, right? We created a rising wedge from here to here and it had sell off, right? But now we're creating one from here all the way to here. And again, that's why we're seeing some sell off because we didn't break out of that range. But I do think that it'll take probably a couple of retests to break out of that 110. Again, real market sentiment, I always say, sets in on a Thursday. And then into the weekend, we could probably see a little bit of sell off. So what I would like to see here happen on this would be us having a good solid close above 110 today, and then us staying above 110 tomorrow. And then, of course, sell off after the weekend, like usual, right? But we need a good solid close on today. If we don't get a good solid close on today, then that could be an indicator that we're going to see a pretty good sized correction come this weekend. Something's going to happen this weekend. We're going to see, or something's going to happen either tomorrow, later on today, or tomorrow. The market will possibly have a breakout, and then this weekend we'll see some sell-off. But if we don't have a breakout and we start seeing more sell-off, it could trigger a lot of sell-off. So that's another thing I'm just paying attention to. Are for Bitcoin. What is your top for Bitcoin too? Like, what do you guys think that Bitcoin will top out at? Do you guys think that will happen this year, or do you think that will happen 2026? A lot of speculation, right? Some people thinking Bitcoin is on its last leg. Some people thinking that Bitcoin still has significant room to grow. Again, we showed you guys that all-time logarithmic. We talked about some of those long-term interesting. Maybe we'll have a top in Q3 of next year. If Bitcoin wants to run here, we can have some time to have a little altcoin cycle. It's a possibility. Some people feeling pretty good now are trending right now. So good stuff. And of course, we got to check out our good buddy Ethereum, right? What would it be if we didn't check out Ethereum in a market update? Because Ethereum app creating that nice bull flag. I was telling you guys, if the market wants to take off, I would be paying attention to Ethereum. I feel like this is a coin that is still very undervalued. Again, I'm not telling you that for sure going to go up. It's just my opinion that Ethereum is undervalued because, again, we're going to need Ethereum for more than just the Ethereum coin. What the? I don't know. But some people just got a big bag of poo-poo coins that they're waiting to come back to life. So things that I really don't want to miss out on. I know that, again, meme coins are going to be speculative and everybody's going to want to find that next meme coin that's going to blow up. But there's going to be plenty of meme coins that blow up. So I'm not too concerned just about stacking a bunch of meme coins, to be honest with you. Even looking for good coins to be accumulating right now in the zone, because if Bitcoin wants to take off, I think that the market could take off pretty significantly. So, but yeah, I'm paying attention to Ethereum right now. It could have some pretty good upside. It has a pretty good size gap. I think that if Bitcoin wants to happen, even yesterday, Ethereum was up like 11% yesterday. And again, it's because it's just dropped down so cheap and it has a huge gap to fill if it does want to start to break out. So we'll see again if Ethereum can continue in its volume or if Ethereum is going to start looking cooked pretty soon. That is the question, right? Let's check out also Solana because is much far behind still Ethereum, right? Ethereum up like 4%, Solana 0.44%. And I feel like I'm curious to see how the market is going to perceive Solana on the next leg. I think that again, people are going to want to always get rich, especially like the people that like to gamble and stuff like that. So they will be attracted to those poo-poo coins. But I do think that there's also a large majority of people that are tired of getting scammed on the Solana blockchain. And so I think that these guys are going to be looking maybe towards something where they could keep their money in. I was even talking to somebody just the other day about how different this cycle is than 2020. And back in 2020, guys, there was only different cryptocurrencies in total. And now today, guys, over 2.5 million